there will come a time when you just don't want to work out. Chances are you might have already experienced that. If you haven't yet, it's coming. And I want you to know it's okay, and it's something that happens to everyone. It happens to me quite often. There are some things that you can do to help, I won't say prevent this, because sometimes, inevitably, the right answer for you on that day is to take an extra rest day. But many times, we're just going based off feeling. I don't feel like doing this today. And we end up looking for motivation that just isn't there. You see, motivation is a finicky beast. Instead, what we should be looking for is momentum. Or in this case, how do we put some momentum in favor of the direction that we want to go? You see, what we're actually talking about here is physics, right? An object in motion tends to stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. The reverse holds true as well. An object at rest tends to stay at rest, again, unless there's that outside force to make it move, right? Many times throughout your day, everything is working against you in your workout. For example, if you wake up early in the morning, you want to train, there's a lot of things that want to keep you at rest, right? Your bed feels comfortable, you're tired, maybe you didn't sleep super well. It's very easy to hit snooze and then go back to bed, and before you know it, you don't have time to train anymore. The same thing happens in the evening. If you don't go right after work, you go home for a little bit and you're relaxing on your couch with your family, well, everything there wants to keep you there. You want to stay at rest, right? So what we need to do is we need to counter that, and we need to get that action that's going to get momentum going in the direction that you want to. So let's talk about a couple things that I think might help. A few things that at least have worked in my life, they've worked in my clients' lives, and they're just very basic, simple things to just help you get moving. Now, as a prerequisite, one of the things I want you to do is I want you to actually stop and think, why don't I want to do this today? Is it truly just I don't feel like doing it? Or is there something more? Because sometimes there are going to be days when the right answer is that rest day. You're feeling beat up, you really didn't sleep well. Adding more stress, the stress of a workout, onto everything else that's going on is not going to be the answer. It's not going to help you. You think in the moment it will, but really it's going to be a net negative, and that's not what we want. So take a moment to actually think through this and try to be honest with yourself here. If it is, I'm really banged up, be okay with taking that rest. But if it is just going off of feeling, I don't feel like doing this today, well, these next three things might help. So first and foremost, we need to take a step in the right direction. What's that one little thing that we can do to kind of get you moving towards that workout habit? They say the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And on those days where you don't feel like working out, that workout feels like a bit of a journey. So where many of us will benefit is simply in the act of putting on our workout clothes. Just doing that is often enough of a mental trigger that says, hey, I've already got my clothes on, let's do this. Now in the moment, you're not worried about what's next, you're only worried about that step. Going from the couch to putting on your workout clothes is the win, nothing else. Everything after that is a bonus. Now there will, again, be some times where you put on your workout clothes and that's not enough, right? Workout clothes can be pretty comfy, so it's sometimes easy to change out of your jeans or whatever you're wearing and get in something comfier. Well, getting back on the couch, it happens, okay? The next thing that you can do is trying to have some other pre-workout ritual, which for many of us involves some sort of pre-workout drink. I know for me, just the act of taking a pre-workout is enough of a mental trigger for me that says, all right, let's do this. I've taken my pre-workout, I'm ready to go. It's really the only time I'll take a pre-workout is pre-workout. So my brain instinctively knows or intuitively knows the next thing is going to be a workout, so I start getting my mind in a place that allows for me to do that. Plus, depending on the pre-workout that you use, ones that have beta-alanine in it, which is something that's completely safe, all natural, it's going to make your skin tingle. Don't worry, it's again, completely normal, it's part of it, but usually when that's happening, there's really only one option to do next, and that's going to be your workout. Okay? Talk about burning the ships at the shore. If you take a pre-workout, chances are the only next thing you can do is your training. And then finally, and this kind of plays into all the other ones, is putting together a soundtrack or a playlist for your life. And in this moment, it's going to be the music and the sound that get you excited, that get you amped up, that get you in the right headspace to work out, right? It doesn't matter what it is. For me, Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue, if that comes on, I know it's time to get to work. And I get really excited because I don't know what it is, but that song just makes me want to run through a wall in the best way possible, right? Now, if you have to drive to a gym, maybe you want to make sure that the playlist on the way to the gym is like spot on, right? You don't want to be rolling up to the gym and some soft jazz comes on and you end up dipping into a valley. You want to come in on a peak so you bust through that door and you're ready to go. Now, if your commute to the gym is simply walking to your basement, your garage, consider putting your headphones in before you even get there so that way when you show up, you're ready to go. You're already in the right mindset. And the same thing goes for your first few songs when you actually get down there. Let that momentum that you're building continue to grow so that when you get into that workout, you can do something. Now, as a bonus, here's a fourth thing that we can look at as well too, is lower the bar. Now, I guess you could consider that a gym reference, right? Lowering the bar in a squat or something like that. What I'm talking about is lower the bar of your expectations of that workout. Chances are, if you're not really feeling it, what you need to do is you need to set the bar so low that it's really easy for you to get a win with that workout. Now, what that typically looks like is commit to just 5 minutes, right? Show up, work out for 5 minutes, and then assess from there. Oftentimes, that 5 minutes is enough to continue that momentum building and you're good to go for your rest of your workout. Other times, you're still just not feeling it. Honestly, everything you've done to that point, right? You put on your workout clothes, you took a pre-workout, you got your music right, you train for 5 to 10 minutes to see if you could really do something here. At the end of all that, if it's really just not there, you can go home happy and proud that you literally gave it everything. Because sometimes that's going to happen. It is going to happen where no matter what you do, it's just not your day. And I can't tell you how many different reasons there are for it because depending on what you're coming into it, there is literally an infinite number of reasons that could lead to that. But more often than not, going through that process is going to be enough. Just showing up and doing 5 minutes of work is going to sometimes lead to 10 to 15 and then often that full workout. Maybe you only got 15 minutes, right? 5 minutes, all right, fine, I can do another 5. Cool, I'm at 10, I can do another 5. You get to that 15-minute cap, you're like, I'm good, man, I'm done. That's great, because that's 15 more minutes you would have otherwise done, right? And chances are, if it was just based on feeling, your body is fine to train, you're not too beat up, you're gonna get a lot more from it because of that. So those 3 things plus that 4th bonus as well as that prerequisite there at the beginning, those are all things that you can do to help improve that momentum, right? No motivation required, all momentum. Use it to your advantage. I'm always on your side, guys. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.